All right, welcome to Des Moines Capitals Hockey. Getting ready to bring you the only game of the week for the Des Moines Capitals versus the Ames Little Cyclones. Rob Paulus, how are you?
Doing great. Long week of work. Ready for some hockey.
I am too. It was a long week. 3 games last weekend for the Des Moines Capitals JV team, and 3-0 after the weekend. So a great weekend for the Capitals. Oh, I'm hearing an echo somewhere. So we'll go through the Ames standings real quick here. So unfortunately, Ames 4 games played, 0 wins, 4 losses. And they have 3 goals for, 27 goals against, 42 minutes in penalties. Scoring leaders are all their scored leaders got 1 goal, 1 assist, and 12 minutes in penalties, and 1 power play goal for the Ames. I'm not going to try to butcher all their names there. The Capitals come in here after a 3-game weekend. They are setting. I just lost that page. 1, 2, 3, 4. They are setting 3rd in the JV standings. 5 games played, 4 wins, 1 loss. 1 loss was over in Fremont. That was after the news of John Logsdon, so they just kind of quit playing in that 3rd period. So very understandable there. 8 points on the season, 16 goals for, 6 goals against, 96 minutes in penalties. They are 5-1 in the last 5. What was that? 4-1 in the last 5 games. Beckett Laprade with 5 goals. Charles Burnell with 3 assists. Beckett Laprade with 6 points on the season. Penalty minutes, Brock DiCarlo with 24. 2 power play goals for Beckett Laprade. 1 shorthanded goal for Beckett Laprade. And Jack Wadden with 3 wins. Well, Rob, we come out to a game like this. You coach a lot of football, so what do you tell the team comes out here that's 3rd in the league and on a roll right now, out against a team that's not faring so well in the standings and having a tough season so far?
Yeah, you never take anything for granted, and you come out here and it's a business approach to this. You treat every opponent with the same respect that you would whether you're playing a 4-0 team or an 0-4 team, because all those records mean it's past, it's not present. So if you want to get beat by an 0-4 team, you go out there and you play like you've already won the game. If you want to beat that team, you come out here and play like they're 4-0.
Well, let's hope they. I know Coach Spring has worked on quite a few things this week. He was not quite happy with the performance last week of both teams. I got an echo here somewhere. I'm not sure where it's coming from. Do you hear it?
No.
Like a secondhand radio somewhere. But anyway, Coach Spring, I know they were working a lot of different things over the week, trying to get them. Coach Spring got the privilege of setting up here with us last week, and you notice a lot more what the team's doing wrong out there and what they're doing right out there by setting up here in these seats, and he had a whole notebook full of stuff. So we'll see if they work on it today. Capitals wearing their white jerseys going to your right on the screen. The Leafs wearing their black jerseys going to their left on the screen. Where I'm hearing that from. Anyway, Capitals have it now right up through center ice. Leaves it there for Burnell. Burnell across the blue line all the way down in the Cyclones into the ring. Fires it right towards the net. Missed by DiCarlo. Back to play it is Myers. Myers leaves it there for DiCarlo down below the goal line. Going to be delayed penalty on the Cyclones. Goalie's going out for the Capitals as Noe almost falls into the bench. And an extra attacker out there for the Capitals, sent off into the corner, played by Burnell, back to the point to Wiersma, and the Cyclones touch it up. The Capitals are going to be on the Pickett Fence Creamery power play. 14:08 left in the first period, and the Capitals are going to be on the first power play of the night. Well, Caleb Noe in net tonight for the Capitals, as he has battled since the Fremont trip. He has battled poison ivy all over his leg, and I think they finally got it under control where it's not oozing out and it's not swelled up. So it's good to see him in net today. Cyclones win the face-off down into play to LaPrade. LaPrade back to Wiersma. Wiersma's on the blue line, top of the circle, leaves it for LaPrade. LaPrade down in deep to Webb. Back out to the point was Wiersma. Hangs on to it, played by LaPrade. Sent into the corner to Webb. Webb picks it up in behind the Cyclone goaltender. Back to the point to Myers. Myers at the blue line, fires it, shot on net, save by the goaltender for the Ames. Who's the goaltender down there, Rob? Number 31.
I have Jack Hermanson.
Hermanson, okay.
Jack Hermanson, freshman.
Face-off, Webb with the face-off to the stick side of the Cyclones goaltender. LaPrade and Legler out there for the Capitals. Back on the point, Baxter and Bellis. Bellis with it now, top of the circle. Oh, picked off by the Cyclones. They tried to clear it out, and they do. It comes up to center ice. Send down into the Capitals, or the Cyclones into the rink. Chasing after it is Webb. And the Cyclones send it up back out to the neutral zone. Sent over to the far side to Bellis. Bellis down in deep to Baxter, and Baxter couldn't hang on to it, had to retreat, come back the other way as pressure put on by the Cyclones. 59 seconds left on the power play for the Capitals. Baxter with it down below the goal line. Searing pass out front to Webb. Webb overskated it, and the Cyclones clear it back out to center ice, picked off by LaPrade. LaPrade goes wide with it. Over to play to Legler. He couldn't hang on to it. Puck comes all the way up to the Capitals bench. Over to play it is Myers. Myers skates it right down the left side of the ice. 34 seconds remaining on the power play. Myers with it now, down below the goal line. Up against the half boards. Cooper in there to dig it out. A couple of Cyclone players on top of him too. Capitals with him. Myers shot off the goaltender's mask, off the post, and back out. No goal. Nice shot by Myers. Myers has it down below the goal line. Leaves it there for Burnell on the left side. Back out to the top side to DiCarlo. Searing pass out front. Tipped. Back shot. Just goes over the head. Right back out front again. And the Buccaneer bounce off the boards. As Rob and I have talked about that before. Shot on net, save. Shot save again. And boy, they shot that puck from about the hash marks. Came off the end boards and popped right back out in front of the goaltender.
Not a bad job by the Capitals on that first power play. You know, just starting to get their legs a little bit, get things moving.
Yeah, we've liked the way this power play has looked for the JV team, and they have been able to move the puck really well. Capitals win the faceoff, draw it over to Tanner Gay. Gay back to Mazakowski. Maslow. Delayed offside on the Capitals. 11:40 left in the first period. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Maslow with it now over by the Capitals bench. Right at the center ice line. Cyclones trying to control the puck. Capitals in there poking it a couple times. And the Cyclones bring it down into the Capitals end rink. Shot goes wide. Sent over to the far side. Mazakowski with it. Couldn't hang on to it. Back out to the point. Cyclones put a shot towards the net. Didn't make it. And then picked off by Baxter. Ben Baxter has it right up through center ice. He takes it down the left side. Gets around the defender all the way in. Shot save. Loose. Shot save again. And the Capitals, nice couple of shots there. Nice scoring opportunity for the Capitals. Cyclones bring it back up through center ice. Delayed offsides on the Capitals. Back out to center ice. Over to play it is Lankin. Lankin up to Webb.
Capitals getting kind of bunched up there. He's spread out, make the defense work.
And puck comes all the way out to center ice. Chasing after it is Bellis. Bellis picks it up in behind his own goaltender, sends it up to Webb. Capitals, kind of bunching up there again. Capitals having out Webb. 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Webb and Noga. And shot on net and saved by the netminder for the Cyclones, and he gets a whistle.
Well, good job with the Capitals transitioning in and out of their defensive zone there. Earned themselves an offensive zone faceoff.
Cyclones win the faceoff. They draw it down below the goal line. Sent back out to center ice. Capitals send it back down. Right out front, shot, save! And boy, the Cyclones passed it right in front of their own goaltender, and setting on the doorstop was Webb. Just about got that one buried. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Lanigan with it in behind his own goaltender. Picked off by the Cyclones. Over to play it is Webb. Webb back to Bellis. And coming to bring it the other direction now on the near side. Over to play it is Noga. Noga sends it up to Webb. Webb paid the price there, took a hard hit. Cyclones with it right in front of the penalty box. Putting the pressure on him is Laprade. Laprade, our leading scorer, brings it down into the Cyclones in the rink. 9:15 remaining in the first period. Cyclones send it on the far side. Capitals couldn't hang on to it. Back out to center ice. Wiersma with it, sends it back to Myers. Myers retreats back in front of his goaltender up to Legler. Ooh, hard hit there between Legler and number 27 for the Cyclones. I think they just ran in each other. Capitals come in offsides. 8:52 left in the first period. Capitals probably with 6 more scoring opportunities than the Cyclones at the moment. Face-off outside the blue line. DiCarlo with the face-off, wins the face-off.
He got taken down.
Yeah, he
right
got tripped.
The circle.
Yeah, got tripped up. Cyclones bring it down into the Capitals of the rink. Chasing after it is Myers. Myers sets up in behind his own goaltender, sends it over to Laprade. Laprade tries to break it out on the half boards, getting pressured by the Cyclones, and Laprade comes up with it, 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Laprade dumps it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Cyclones catch up to it, send it on the near side. Over the plate is Legler. Legler down below the goal line. Sent there to DiCarlo. DiCarlo in behind the Cyclones goaltender. He falls down, and the Cyclones come up with it. Cyclones 2-on-2 coming back the other way, trying to get around Myers. Capitals pick it off, force the turnover. And that's going to be icing on the Capitals. Just that 8 minutes remaining in the first period, 0-0 hockey game.
Well,
the other referee is Matt Larson.
Matt Larson.
Yeah, so he'll probably be our head ref tonight. He's a good guy. Does a lot of USHL games. Just became a realtor. I have to go over and say hi to him. Capitals with it at center ice. At the blue line, fires a shot on net, saved by Noe. Chasing after it is Baxter. Baxter back to Gay. And it goes in behind the goaltender for the Capitals. Back out to the center ice. And the Cyclones come in offside. 7:34 left in the first period. Well, Rob, what do you got planned? No hockey after tonight. Saturday, Sunday off.
Saturday, Sunday off, and probably just interested in seeing who's going to win a state championship for football.
Oh.
Valley's up early. They start at 4. They're up 7-0 last I saw.
And is that still played up in Cedar Rapids in the Dome?
Cedar Falls.
Cedar Falls.
Yep. I can't imagine playing anything more outdoors right now.
Today wouldn't have been too bad.
Today would have been nice, yeah.
Yeah, today was a shot. Ooh, just went wide past the Cyclone goaltender. Went over to the far side. Mazakowski with it. Maslow on the far side. Banking off the half boards and then sent out to center ice. Yeah, I looked down driving today, and it was like 53 degrees. And I'm like, holy buckets, no wonder I'm warm. It's going to be a nice day tomorrow here, too. I think it's going to be around 55. We'll melt some of that white snow that's out there.
We'll take it.
Yes. That's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 6:49 left in the first period. Face off to the stick side of Cyclone goaltender. Cooper, Burnell, DiCarlo, Lanigan, and Bellis out there for the Capitals. I see we have some Ames folks listening. If I knew all your guys' last names as well as
I'll try
you
to
guys
help
do,
you out
yeah.
with that as much as I can here.
It looks like Woodward 24, 28, 14 out there for the Cyclones.
Griffith Linder's out there.
Cyclones number 24 with it, brings it up through center ice. Helmer has it at the blue line for the Cyclones. Picked off by Lanigan for the Capitals, sent over to the far side, back up to Burnell, and then the Cyclones pick it off. They bring it down in the Capitals in the rink, getting kind of physical out there between both teams. Sent in behind the Capitals goaltender, back to play it as Bells for the Capitals. Sent on the near side, Burnell with it. Burnell's got one to beat and couldn't get around the defenseman for the Cyclones, Woodward. Picked off by Capitals. Cooper has it now down below the goal line, sent over to the far side. Centering pass out front. Burnell backhanded shot saved by the Cyclones goaltender. Loose right in front of the blue paint. And the Cyclones able to clear it out. Puck comes all the way out to center ice. Chasing after it is Bellis for the Capitals. Leaves it there for Wiersma, and the Capitals bring it back down into the Cyclones, into their defensive side of the rink. Capitals keep it in at the blue line, sent over to the far side. Played by Myers. Myers sends it up to Webb for the Capitals. Capitals down into the Cyclones' defensive side. Trying to wrap it around, centering pass out front. Goal! Drake Davison with the goal for the Capitals. 5:14 left in the first period. The Cyclones goaltender made the first couple of saves and could not get the third one saved as the Capitals were poking away on the rebounds. And the Capitals make it a 1-0 hockey game.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the Capitals, the only fault I could see in their game right now is just moving without the puck. Move without the puck, and that time we had guys going to the net, and that pays off then.
Puck goes all the way down into the Capitals in the rink. Back to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma back to Myers, down below the goal line for the Capitals. Back out to Noga. Noga's centering pass out front to Webb, up through center ice. And the Capitals bring it all the way down, and the Cyclones in the rink. Cyclones with it, chip it off the glass, kept in on the blue line by Wiersma. And the Cyclones pick it up at the blue line. They bring it up through center ice. Cyclones dump it down into the Capitals in the rink, number 22 for the Cyclones.
Well, Brad on the camera over there, hopefully he got a picture of that,
Yes. Congratulations, Brad. 2 more goals you're buying tonight. He laughs. He got a long ways to go, he said. Capitals with it on the far side, right in front of the Cyclones bench. Capitals pick it up. Myers to Wiersma. Wiersma up to Noga, and the Cyclones dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Could be icing. It's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 4:19 left in the first period. 0-0 or a 1-0 hockey game.
Well, that's good for the Capitals JV team here. Always the toughest part of starting a hockey game is getting the lid off the goal a little bit.
Capitals win the face-off. They draw it down below the goal line. Center pass out front to Legler. Backhanded shot, save, loose.
That's just a great effort by Legler getting to that puck. He, got beat on the forehand and was able to get around and get some wood on the backhand of that. Almost caught the goaltender by surprise.
Yeah, nice save by the young man in net for the Cyclones. Cyclones win the face-off, draw it down below the goal line, putting the pressure on the LaPrade. Steering pass out front, and just poked away by the Cyclones, number 29 for the Cyclones, Burks. And the puck ended up on the back of the net. Play is blown dead. 3:53 remaining in the first period. Face off to the stick side of the Cyclones goaltender. Cyclones win the face-off. They draw down below the goal line, sent over to the near side, kept in by Baxter for the Capitals. The Cyclones having a tough time getting it out of their own defensive side of the ice. Shot towards the net, deflected, and as soon as I say that, the Cyclones get it out. Capitals a little bunched up there on the far side. They break loose, bring it up to Tanner Gaya right at center ice, leaves it there for Adams. Two of the Capital players got tangled up right in front of the penalty box, Adams and Gay. Cyclones with it down below their own goal line, picked off by Adams. Adams back out to Lanigan. Shot on net by Bella, saved by the netminder for the Cyclones. Sent over to the near side, and the Capitals couldn't hang on to it as Lanigan received a hard hit from Baker for the Cyclones. On the far side, Collins. Nice to see Tommy Collins back in uniform tonight as he's been off. Is tonight his first game?
Yep.
First game of the season. Yeah, he's had football, and then he got injured in football, so tonight is Tommy Collins' first game of the season.
Couple first. Caleb Paulus will be skating out
tonight.
First game for him.
Oh my gosh.
I know it was
gonna be like a freight train.
I know it was killing him last weekend. Wise to get him a week of skating underneath his belt.
Well, I saw him the other day skating out here at practice. He looked pretty good on the skates for not being on him in a while. So Capitals with it down below their own goal line. Played by Bellis up to Burnell. Burnell's long pass over to DiCarlo. Nice pass, outlet pass, brings it down, and DiCarlo took a hard hit by number 28 for the Cyclones.
Griffin Linder stepped into him, and Griffin's a big boy.
Icing on the Cyclones, 1:45 remaining in the first period. Caps up 1-0.
Griffith Linder, sorry. Mr. Linder's a big boy. Don't want to get tangled up with him.
Face off to the stick side of the Cyclone goaltender. Webb, Davison, and Noga out there on the front line for the Capitals. Back on the defensive side is Myers and Wiersma. Well, Rob, you look down to your left. It looks like we have a bored goaltender on our left-hand side.
Yeah.
Noe looks quite bored.
He hasn't done the Celtic cross yet, so.
Capitals with it now on the near side. Back to Noga. Noga leaves it there for Davison. Shot towards the net, just went up over the goaltender's head and poked right out front again. That's the second time that rebound off the boards came right out in front of the goaltender. Capitals at 1 minute remaining in the period, 1 minute.
And right there, you'd like to see Noga just stop and not do a drive-by by the net, but stop on the back side of that, and he'll get that putback.
Well, I know they did a whole drill in practice this week, stop and goes. That's one thing Coach Spring had on his list of things that were easy to correct. They just need to do it was stop and go instead of doing the glide by, is what he said.
I call it the drive-by.
Yeah, you say the drive-by.
Yep. Same thing. It's just, you got to stop your skates and stop yourself on the back side of that net.
As Coach Spring called it, he thought it was lazy hockey last weekend by the Capitals, both teams. Back out to center ice, played by Wiersma. Wiersma has it right up through center ice. 9 seconds remaining in the period. Capitals one more try at it, 6 seconds. Fires it towards the net, and that time it bounced off the back end boards and went on the back of the net. That's going to do it after 1 period of play. Capitals up by 1. Rob and I are going to take like a 2-minute break, be back with second period action. All right, back with you. It's second period action as the Capitals out shooting the Cyclones 13-1 in that first period. Capitals wearing their white jerseys going to your right or left on the screen, and the Cyclones wearing their black jerseys going to your right on the screen.
Well, like I said, it's nice to get the lid off the goal because the goaltender over here, Jack Hermansson's been doing a pretty good job for Ames here, keeping the puck out of the net.
Cyclones bring it down, and the Capitals in the rink. Shot towards the net, blocked by Adams. Now Adams brings it back the other direction. Up through center ice it comes to Collins. Collins brings it down, gets around the defender. Collins all the way in, shot towards the net, picked off by the Cyclones, and Tommy Collins.
That move there didn't look like it's his first game.
No, it does not. I tell you what, that kid is built, and he was been ready to play since day one. So back out to the blue line. Mazakowski with it. Leaves it there for Adams. Shot goes wide. Adams gets his own rebound off the boards, keeps it down in deep. Chasing after it is Collins. And Collins took a hit there by big number 12 for the Cyclones. Capitals chip it off the sideboards.
Yeah, Bryce Purdell for Ames, big 6'1", 215-pound guy.
Capitals or Cyclones bring it down on net, saved by Noe, and Noe got some early action here. Here comes the puck back the other way, and back up to DiCarlo. DiCarlo brings it in. DiCarlo steering pass out, broken up by the Cyclones. Here comes the Cyclones. Voss with it down into the Capitals in the rink. Voss has it on the far side, leaves it there for Burks. And the Capitals bring it across the blue line, battle in front of the Cyclones bench. Still a battle for it. Puck trickles down on net. Noe just sends it off to the side. I wouldn't really count that as a save or a shot. Puck comes all the way back out to center ice. Chasing after it is Lanigan. Lanigan leaves it there for DiCarlo. DiCarlo moves it the other direction, gets it up to Burnell.
By DiCarlo there.
Burnell with it now. Pass, drop pass back. No one there. Cyclones there.
They were and Capitals on a line change there. Nobody behind. He thought somebody was behind him on that drop pass, and they were changing.
Yeah, they were changing.
Got a scoring update from the state semifinals. Valley's up 14-0 now over Bettendorf.
Is that what you expected?
Yeah.
Puck goes all the way down, and the Cyclones in the rink. Cyclones pick it up in behind their own goaltender. They play it on the right side. Back over to the far side, over to Webb. He couldn't catch up to it. Puck comes back out to center ice. Wiersma with it. Wiersma over to Myers. Back down in the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Up to Davison. Nice breakout here by the Capitals. 2-on-2 coming back with a trailer. And Webb brings it all the way down. Series pass out front. Shot save loose. And nice job by the Cyclones to clear it out of the paint area. Not only that one time when the Capitals scored the first goal was about the only time the Cyclones have given any second or third chances. Doing a good job clearing it out. Puck comes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Back to play it is Davison. Davison brings it out to center ice. And they're going to get too many men on the ice for the Cyclones, and the Capitals are going to be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play.
Just a little over anxious to get off the board, and then played the puck, and without that guy being off the ice.
Capitals sending out the power play unit at 11:42 of the second period. Laprade, Burnell, Legler on the front side. Back on the back side, Baxter and Bellis. Capitals win the faceoff. Back to Baxter. Baxter over to Bellis. Bellis up to Burnell. Burnell leaves it there for Laprade. Back to Bellis, or Burnell. Burnell dumps it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Over to play is Laprade. Laprade leaves it there for Legler. Back on the top side to Bellis. Bellis on the near side to Burnell. Back out to Bellis, and he fires it towards the net. Ricocheted off to the side. Down below the goal line. Burnell with it. Burnell up, Legler up to Burnell to Bellis. Capitals working it on the outside. Back out to Bellis. Down on the near side. Capitals take it down in deep over to Legler. Legler's got some room here, and he walks right out front, tried to get the shot off, and could not get the shot off. Back to Bellis. Bellis over to play it is Burnell. Burnell, man, he saved that as Burnell lost the handle on the puck and made a nice recovery. Sent off to the far side. 52 seconds remaining in the power play. Over to play it is Laprade. Laprade has it. He's got some room. Fires it. Shot on net. Save by the netminder for the Cyclones. 45 seconds remaining in the power play. 10:26 remaining in the second period.
Capitals just need to keep working here. Good sustained pressure in the offensive zone. You know, you can get frustrated sometimes when you're working that hard and nothing goes in the back of the net, but you just keep working. It'll find its way.
Face off to the glove side of the Cyclone goaltender. Cooper out there for the Capitals. Noga. DiCarlo on the front side. What are they talking about? Myers and Wiersma. I don't think he has a mouth guard. That'd be my first guess.
Well, that'll learn you as a player.
Yep. No, it might be a helmet. They're looking at his helmet, it looks like. Cyclones with it. He dump it down into the Capitals into the rink. What's he looking at over there? I got extra parts. Capitals send it down, and the Cyclones into the rink. Over to play it is Baxter. Baxter leaves it there for Webb. Back out to center ice it comes. Over to Wiersma. Wiersma to DiCarlo. DiCarlo back to Cooper.
I don't know. Coach Elliott's using his teeth for something, so I don't know if I want to put any kind of equipment in my mouth.
No. And offsides comes Capitals. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. Not a bad-looking power play, Rob, but not a lot of shots.
No, just, like I said, I think if there's one thing is just movement without the puck, especially on the power play. You have to move without the puck. And that's something as a young player, the more you play the game, the more you learn that movement without the puck is where it's all at.
Cyclones pick it up down below their own defensive goal line. Back out in front. Shot. Save. And Adams with an opportunity there for the Capitals. Cyclones with it on the near side. Back down on the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Up to center ice it comes, and Adams picks it up. Adams just tries to push his way through. Woodward with it for the Cyclones, brings it down, and the Capitals in the rink. And shot! Never made it to the net, and the Capitals pick it up to Adams. Adams to Gay, 2-on-2 coming back the other way. Tommy Collins with it. Collins across the blue line. And Collins with it on the half board, comes up with it, fires it towards the net. Shot on net by Collins, and the save by the Cyclones goaltender. 8:39 left in the second period, 1-0 hockey game. Shot on net again. Shot, just went wide of Collins. Sent it wide on the rebound, and that goalie for the Cyclones hasn't given up too many rebounds tonight. And that was a juicy rebound for Collins. Back out to center ice. Capitals send it down in the Cyclones into the rink, and Cyclones have had enough. They're just going to ice it here. 8:10 left in the second period. Faceoff's going to be down in the Cyclones into the rink on the stick side. Webb with the faceoff wins it over to Noga. shot on net by Mazlikowski and picked off. Maslow chasing after it, leaves it there for Baxter. Ooh, where'd it go? On the back of the net, and going to get a whistle.
That comes out of the zone because it was shot in by Ames and wound up on the back of the net.
Face-off outside the zone. Webb with the face-off. Over with Davison. Back and forth right in front of the blue line. Cyclones, neither team can take control right now. Cyclones send it down in the Capitals in the rink. On the half boards to play it is Baxter. Baxter with some help from Webb. Shot, oh boy, came off the post. Nice shot by Webb. Centering pass out front, broken up by Baxter. And Baxter clears it out. That's going to be tipped, no icing. It's going to get it on net anyway. Chasing after it is Davison. And Davison.
I don't get that.
I don't get that.
There's a trip all the way.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. Capitals with it now. Up to play it is Wiersma. Wiersma all the way in. Shot on net, save. And now we're going to get a...
There's a slash.
We're going to get a penalty on the Cyclones. 7 minutes remaining in the second period.
That one's going to be on number 28, Griffith Linder, for a slash.
Capitals be on the Picket Fence Creamery power play. All your local stores, even up in Ames. I hear the Picket Fence Creamery is up in Ames at all their major grocery stores.
Now, I wanted to ask you where, I meant to ask you where this creamery came from, that we're great. They're helping sponsor, and
they are. We've been out to their farm a couple of times. They deliver at some of the same stores I deliver to, and I've just gotten to know the owner. And it's all family ran. Shot on net, save.
And they're out of where?
Out by Granger.
Okay.
So they have free samples on Sundays, like one time a month, and we've gone out there a couple times. And you ever get a chance, buy their ice cream. Unbelievable. Their ice cream's like homemade ice cream.
Well, I'll definitely have to do that.
You might end up sitting down and eating the whole quart. You have to eat it fast, though, because it melts so quick.
So then it's good ice cream.
Yes.
That's how you know.
Capitals with it now to Cooper. Cooper looking out to the point to Myers. Myers must have got his equipment problem fixed. Myers with it now on the half boards. Myers with it now up through hash marks. He gets picked off by the Cyclones, and they send it the length of the ice. 1 minute remaining on the power play for the Capitals. Capitals with it now, down below the goal line. Up through center ice it comes with Myers. Myers with his head up. He dances around. Everybody loses the edge. And Legler comes in to help out. Couldn't quite get there quick enough. Back out the center ice it comes. Over the plate is Wiersma. Capitals have to retrieve back out to center ice. And Myers is very frustrated. Back over to Wiersma. Wiersma to Legler. Legler brings it down. Got some extra room. Shot back in a goal!
Where did it? That was some good moves by Mr. Legler there. Forehand, backhand.
Yeah.
Forehand, backhand.
And the Capitals go up 2-0 on the power play.
Looked like Legler was doing the cone drill there.
Yes.
In and out, and parried it on the backhand.
All righty, so we'll see if there's any assist on that as everything's being refreshed on the webpage. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Cyclones pick it up in behind their own goaltender. Putting some pressure on is Baxter. Baxter up to LaPrade. Back over to play it is Maslow. Maslow out to Legler. Assisted by Jake Wiersma. John Legler by Jake Wiersma. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink. Chasing after it is Laprade. Laprade, our leading scorer for the JV team. Back out to Mazakowski. Bouncing puck down below the goal line, sent back out, and the Capitals keep it in at the blue line momentarily, and then they scored it free. Back out to center ice it comes. Maslow plays it at the blue line, leaves it there for Laprade. Laprade dumps it down into the Cyclones in the rink. 4:12 remaining in the second period. Cyclones have it down below the goal line. Skate it right down through the center of the ice. Back to play it is Collins. And he couldn't hang on to it. The Cyclones dump it down in the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Bellis picks it up in behind the goal line. Back to Collins. Cyclones making a line change. 3-on-3 coming back the other way. Collins brings it down into the Cyclones in the rink. Back to play it is Adams for the Capitals. Capitals' right idea there, but the Cyclones pick it off. And they bring it up through center ice. Dump it down into the Capitals in the rink. Over to play it is Bellis. Bellis up to Collins. Boy, barely stayed on sides there. I thought that was offsides, Rob.
Tommy probably could have taken a little wider there and not get bunched up in the middle with the rest of his line mates there.
Sent over to the far side. Over to play it is Lanigan. Lanigan with Gay. And the Cyclones come up with it in the pile. They dump it further down into the Capitals' defensive side of the ice. Fires it towards the net. And the Capitals have it now up through center ice. Over to play it is Gay. Down into the Capitals into the rink. And delayed penalty.
It's going to be
on the Capitals.
It's going to be interference.
So that's going to be touched up at 2:43 left in the second period.
I gave him a hook, I believe.
Capitals will be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott a call at Des Moines Printing. And hopefully they got out the programs for tonight. Tyler picked up the programs, or had the programs made. I picked them up, I guess. Went out to Des Moines Printing and picked them up yesterday out in Waukee. And he was a busy boy out there, so somebody must be giving him some business. He had copying machines going and whatever cutters and whatever else there is going a million miles per hour out there at Des Moines Printing. And he said he really didn't have time to talk to me.
That's always a good sign.
Yes, I said I'd rather have you busy than too much time to talk to me. Shot on net, saved by Noe. Puck goes all the way down, and the Capitals in the rink, or Cyclones in the rink. Capitals send it down.
Well, this is the only thing you worry about. Noe hasn't had a whole lot of action. Now he's going to get some and get a little cold, I guess, down there.
So when he was in net in Fremont, and since that poison ivy has started, what do you do when you have to itch and you got a pad in front? He had poison ivy up and down his leg.
Well,
so
I applaud the young man for even getting out there
Jesus,
with that.
He didn't think much. I'd take a coat hanger or something. I'd just stick it in my pad so I could itch at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think taking a weapon-like instrument in your pads might be frowned upon.
How about a fly swatter?
Yeah, there you go.
Here we go. And we're going to get, I think we're going to get penalties here. No, yep. Yep, Myers is going to go to the sin bin. So the Cyclones are going to be on 5-on-3 man advantage here. 2-man advantage here as
That's
Myers. Coincidental. Sorry, I didn't see the other guy going. We're going to go coincidentals here. Going to keep it a 5-on-4 power play.
The penalty on Ames, number 27, Mason Gobel. And I believe Tanner Gay who was in there first? Was Tanner Gay?
Gay was in there first.
So Myers picks up the coincidentals.
Yep.
I think they're both roughing.
Puck goes all the way down, and the Cyclones into the rink. Cyclones pick it up. 29 seconds left on the power play for the Cyclones. I think the Capitals had a couple shorthanded goals last weekend, didn't they, for JV?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Cyclones with it. Just under a minute remaining in the period. Puck goes all the way up. Nice hard hit by Cooper on Voss. Voss for the Cyclones took a hard hit and saved by Noe. 48.3 seconds remaining in the second period.
5 seconds left in the power play.
Face off to the glove side of the Capitals goaltender. Fires it, shot. Ricocheted off Cooper's leg for the Capitals. Sent off in the corner over by the Zamboni door. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as Tanner Gay goes to the Capitals bench. And Burnell comes out for the Capitals. Up to Cooper. Cooper with it now. Oh, and Woodward was coming in for the big hit, and he stopped. Probably a good thing. That might have been boarding. Back out to plate is Lanigan. Lanigan to Cooper, and Cooper up to Burnell. And the puck goes all the way down, and the Cyclones into the rink. 6 seconds remaining, and we might get a goal here. Shot, goal!
Okay, Tony, that was the prettiest goal by the B team I think I've seen in a long time.
Wow, that was pretty. I saw it coming before. I called it before it went in the net. Wow. Nice goal by Burnell, and nice pass. I think it was Cooper, wasn't it, that passed it?
Yeah, Burnell gave it up to Cooper. Burnell circled around, and Cooper gave it right back to him, making the goaltender move and put it right past him.
3-0 hockey game. It's going to be after 2 periods here. 3 seconds remaining in the third period.
Just a nice sequence of passing there and getting the open shot.
And after 2 periods of play, Ames with 4 shots on net, Capitals with 21 shots on net. Robin, I'll be back with third period action in 15-20 minutes. Thanks for listening to One Capitals Hockey. All right, back with you with third period action as the Capitals up 3-0 after 2 periods of play. First period action, Drake Davison with a goal, assisted by Jackson Webb and Gabe Myers. Second goal came by John Legler and Jake Wiersma. Third goal from Charles Burnell, Lucas Cooper, and Luke Lanigan. "15 minutes up on the clock. Capitals wearing their white jersey, headed to your right, and the Cyclones wearing their black jerseys going to your left." Well, Rob, you got a football score for us?
Yeah, I hate to even say it. Last I saw is 28-0.
Oh my, not much of a. Is that the championship game?
Semifinals.
Oh, semifinals.
Kind of a clear. Not trying to disparage the east side, but there's a clear domination going on the west side of the state right now. Fresh off the presses, the Capitals.
There you go. Fresh off Des Moines.
Capitals program.
Des Moines Printing. Yep,
Hey, Tyler's listening. Nice job. Very nice.
Well, I was told he has one of his employees at his second-hand, I want to say second-hand man, but it's a second-hand woman, and she told me she did most of the work on it. So don't give Tyler much credit. That's what I was told.
Well, the buck stops with him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go.
So Capitals win the faceoff up to Baxter. Baxter sends it down into the Cyclones into the rink. Back to play it is Cooper. Cooper leaves it there for Legler. Shot on net by Baxter. Just went wide past the net. And Cooper has it on the far side. Cyclones with it down below their own goal line. Sent over to the far side. Capitals with a rare weekend off, as we have nothing scheduled Saturday, Sunday for this Capital team. And I'm not sure how many days straight we have been going, but it's been quite a while. And like Rob said last weekend, not only does the players need a break, but the coaches, myself, and the rest of the people that make this thing happen. It's nice to get a little break and be refreshed come Monday to go back at it. Only one game next weekend, and we're up in Ames. Late game up in Ames next weekend. I do believe it's Friday.
Another Friday.
Yeah, another Friday. And 7 o'clock game up there, varsity-wise. JV plays second. Capitals with it on the far side. I have a schedule getting home around the 12 o'clock mark. And it's going to be a late night for the Capitals just to go up to Ames. Sent over to the far side to play it is Gay. Gay has it on a half board. Sit down and deep to play it is Adams. And the Cyclones tip it out up to center ice. Back out to center ice it comes. Lanigan with it. Lanigan up to Gay. And he couldn't hang on to it. Cyclones dump it down. No icing. Tipped by Lanigan. Puck picked up by Bellis in behind their own goaltender on off the half boards. Tried to get it up to Gay. Couldn't hang on to it. Or it never got to Gay, actually. Up to Adams. Adams brings it all the way in. Shot off the post. Odd angle shot by Adams and on the far side. Capitals keep it in. Maslow with it. Maslowski with it.
I'm kind of liking the energy of Mr. Adams tonight. He's all over the place tonight.
Yeah, he's another one that football late arrival for us for football, and I've never seen him skate before. I saw him during tryouts, but that was back in May. I don't remember anything about tryouts. Shot just went wide, so maybe Jackson Adams is getting his hockey legs and getting out of the football legs and showing his true hockey skills. Sent over to the far side. Burnell chasing after it. Burnell with a goal already tonight. Maslowski lost his stick. Had to go back and retrieve it. Puck comes free all the way out to center ice. Cyclones with it down into the Capitals into the rink. Picked off by Burnell. 1-on-3 coming back the other way as the Cyclones make a line change. They got back quick. Sent over to the far side. Back on the near side to play it as the Cyclones. And the puck goes all the way down and the Capitals in the rink. That's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 11:32 left in the third period, up by 3. Carrie Dressen just tuning in. Go Caps. Thanks, Carrie. Missed seeing you and Tony here. I guess I saw Tony last weekend here. So I'm not missing him as much as I am you, Carrie. Fired it. Shot goes wide. Over to the far side to play it to DiCarlo. DiCarlo at the blue line to Myers. Back to Myers again. Sent down and deep over to Burnell. Burnell chasing after it. Centering pass out front. No one there. And Myers able to keep it in. Capitals move it forward and bring it down below the goal line. Sent over to the near side. Over to play it is Burnell. Back out to Wiersma. Wiersma got a shot. Shot saved. And the rebound comes right back out to Wiersma, and that's going to go up into the... Nope, it did not go in the protective netting and did not hit a light. So play continues on. Cyclones with it on the near side. Over to play it is Cooper. Back to Burnell. Burnell firing it towards the net. Just went wide. Puck goes all the way down. That's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 10:24 left of the third period.
Yeah, you know, we were just talking about the Dressens last weekend about the bus trip to Mason City, you know, and Dressens are coming with us on the bus trip. And
you suppose Tony's told Carrie that she's going on a bus
I don't
trip?
know. Now she knows, I guess.
Yeah, she knows now.
Well, you know, and the thing is, there might be an APB out in Mason City for Dressen, so we might have to keep him on the bus.
Special shout out to Shane Smitley. Buddy of mine lives down in the Clearwater Beach area in Florida. He always has to remind us that it's warm down there. Backhanded shot by Davison. Davison looking for her second goal of the evening as he got in behind the defenseman. Puck goes up into the players' bench. Play is blown dead. 9:51 left in the third period. Caps up by 3. Face off outside the... Nope, they're going to bring it down in the zone. It's going to be to the stick side of the Cyclone goaltender. Cyclones win the face-off. They draw it down below the goal line. Left there for Noga. Noga back to Davison. Battle in the corner with it. Noga comes up with it. Centering pass out front to Bellis, and he whiffed on it. And here comes the Cyclones back 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Back to play it is Lanigan. Lanigan poke checks it away.
Good job by Lanigan.
Yeah.
Staying with that. Waiting for his guys to come and help him. Nice job.
And Capitals are going to come up with it. Webb with it. Sends it up to Davison. And the Cyclones have it up through center ice, and that's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 9:08 left in the third period. The Des Moines Buccaneers playing Team USA, and halfway through the first period, they are down 1-0. They play somewhere in Michigan. I can't remember where they're playing at in Michigan. Capitals with it on the near side.
Speaking of the Bucks, I'm planning on coming to that night before Thanksgiving.
That's going to be a sold-out crowd. Capitals with it. I shouldn't say it's not sold out yet, so anybody that's wanting tickets. Oh, we just went up into the protective netting, and we lost a senior player poster. I think... Who did we knock down? Somebody will go pick it up.
Porup's poster's hanging by a thread.
Yeah. Well, Torp's getting a little break tonight as he's under suspension. All right, Capitals making a line change, and while we were talking and watching the poster fall, Dirks is in the sin bin for the Cyclones, and the Capitals are going to be on the Little Debbie Snack Cake power play. Capitals out on the far side, fires it, shot! Ooh, just went. I think the goalie got a piece of it, and then it went wide.
I don't think the goalie knew he got a piece of it.
Yeah, I don't think he knew either. On the far side of the plate is Brunell. Brunell fires it, shot on net, and save.
I'm telling you what, this young goalie, this freshman playing for Ames looks pretty dang good right now. He's stopped a lot of shots, looks pretty poised in goal. I mean, it's 3-0, but very well could be the game could be out of hand had it not been for him right now.
Capitals with it on the far side, leaves it there for Myers. Myers back to Brunell. Brunell working the left side of the ice. Fires it towards the net. Just went past the netminder for the Cyclones. Capitals have it now on the half boards. In the corner it goes to DiCarlo. DiCarlo on the far side to Brunell. Brunell back to DiCarlo, looking for somebody out front. Shot tipped. Oh! Landed on the top of the net, and the goal just about went in as the goalie tipped it with his glove. 1:16 remaining on the power play for the Capitals. 8:02 left in the third period.
Wholesale line change here for the Capitals.
Face-off to the stick side of the Cyclone goaltender. Cyclones win the face-off. They draw it out to center ice. Baxter with it, brings it down into the Cyclone end of the ring. Back out to LaPrade. Fires it, tip goes wide. Bellis keeps it in. Bellis comes up with it, actually. He's going to skate it down. Legler goes back to cover the D side. And the Cyclones send it up into the Cyclones bench. 7:35 left in the third period. And that gets a whistle. 50 seconds remaining on the power play for the Capitals. Capitals with it back to Bellis. Bellis couldn't hang on to it. The Cyclones come up with it one-on-one, coming back the other way. Oh, Baxter comes in, going to get a penalty on Baxter. He's going to get knee call here.
A trip call here.
Did he call trip?
He called a tripping.
All right, good. That's better than... Yep, going to get a tripping call, so give Tyler some love here. It'll be on the Des Moines Printing penalty kill. Big or small, give Tyler Scott a call at Des Moines Printing for all your printing needs. Capitals send it on the near side. LaPrade, Legler, Bellis, and Lanigan out there for the Capitals. The 3 L's and the 1B. Cyclones stay with it right in front of the Capitals bench as LaPrade was on top of him. Cyclones come up with it down below the goal line. Sent over to the far side. Picked off by Bellis. Bellis has it now at center ice. Tries to dump it down on the Cyclones into the rink, and the Cyclones come up with it. Beckwith. Cyclones with it all the way up through center ice, down into the Capitals into the rink. Cyclones with it down below the goal line. Searing pass right out front, and went on the side of the net, and Noe's just going to hang on to it. 47 seconds left of the Baxter penalty. 6:09 left in the third period. Caps up by 3.
Well, welcome Mr. Noe to the hockey game. Hasn't had a whole lot of action tonight.
Let's see. Fires a shot on net, saved by Noe. Let's see what shots on net are. Noe with 5 saves of the evening. Capitals win the faceoff. They draw it in behind their own goaltender. Left to here on the near side to Gay, and he sends it the length of the ice all the way down into the Capitals into the, or the Cyclones into the rink. Back to play it is Tommy Collins. Backhand shot, short-handed try by Collins, and he's working his rear end off out there. Nice hard hit by Collins. Collins back out to the point to Myers. Myers fires it towards the net, picked off. And the Cyclones bring it back the other way. 7 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. And we're going to have 2 players going to the sin bin. And Tommy's going to get a 10-minute. Well, he's done for the rest of the game. And Woodward for the Cyclones in the sin bin. Tommy Collins in there for the Capitals. And Tommy's frustrated. That was hard playing by Tommy Collins, and I don't think he quite understands why he got called, but
I didn't see what I know they got tangled up.
Yeah, they got tangled up on that. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not sure why they're not sending him off the ice here.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I'm going to have to ask that.
I think they are right now, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not enough time on the clock, so he might as well just... Nope, they're coming over to take Tanner Gay. They're going to be coincidentals.
He's going to make him sit in the box.
He got 2 and a 10. No, they're coincidentals. So, yeah. So Baxter out. Now we're 5-on-5 hockey. Yeah, no one had to serve that 2 since they're coincidentals. Yeah, I've never well, maybe Tommy could shoot. Well, they're not going to tie it. Well, they could. Maybe he could shoot in the shootout if there was a shootout. And I'm not sure.
Well, the JV just plays shootouts to begin with, though. They don't have an overtime period.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the ruling is out on that. If the guy's in the penalty box serving a 10, definitely his 2-minute would be up. Capitals have it down in behind the goal line. Back out in front. Noga with a shot on net, and once again, the Cyclone goaltender makes a great save and hangs on to it. 4:36 remaining in the third. Well, the Buccaneers got their hands full. They're down 2-0 at 8:21 mark of the first.
Still early there. Still early.
Well, they're probably hungry. Shot on net save as the Capitals got to eat their sandwiches that they left behind today.
Sandwiches got here late.
The sandwich, well, they forgot to take them, so... And Noga ends up on top of the goaltender, 4:16 left in third, and the Buccaneer organization said, hey, you got some hungry hockey players down there? I said, sure, why? Well, the Bucks forgot to take their sandwiches with them. You want them, so there's still some sandwiches down there, too, if somebody's hungry, but... 4:16 left in the third, 3-0 hockey game. Face off to the stick side of the Cyclone goaltender. Adams with the face-off for the Capitals. Out there with a prod and Legler, Lanigan, Bellis. Capitals hang on to this win. They'll be on a 4-game winning streak. They'll go to a 5-1 record. Face-off to the stick side of the Cyclone goaltender. Capitals win the face-off, get it to Adams. Adams centering pass out front to LaPrade. Couldn't get it to him, and the Cyclones bring it up through center ice. Down into the Capitals in the rink. Shot goes wide to Noe. The Capitals back to play it as Lanigan. Lanigan up to Legler. And Legler sends it over to LaPrade. LaPrade with a goal already tonight. Brings it all the way down. Oh, actually he doesn't have a goal tonight. He is the leading scorer for the Capitals on the JV side. Capitals with it. Shot on net. Lanigan with a shot on net. And the goaltender just going to hang on to it. 3:26 left in the third.
right there, Ames kind of overplaying on the wing, and Lanigan just took it inside and got a shot on goal.
Cooper with the face-off. Out there with Burnell and DiCarlo, Lanigan and Bellis. And they kick out Cooper out of the face-off, bring in DiCarlo. Capitals win the face-off, draw it in the corner. DiCarlo's going to come up with it down below the goal line. Fires it towards the net and couldn't hang on to it. Now Cyclones bring it up through center ice. Picked off by Burnell. Burnell with a goal already tonight. Brings it down into the Cyclones in the ring. Backhanded shot, save. And loose puck in front. Cyclones come up with it all the way up through center ice. Cyclones back. Butler dumps it down into the Capitals into the ring. Up to Burnell. Burnell, long pass over to DiCarlo. He's got a hustle. And DiCarlo's going to beat him to the puck. Brings it down into the Cyclones in the ring. Centering pass out front. And Myers has it now. Over to the far side to Burnell. Burnell down below the goal line. Leaves it there for DiCarlo right out front. Burnell tips it on net. And the Cyclone goaltender hangs on to it. 2:30 remaining in the third period.
The Capitals just keep extending that pressure in the offensive zone. Nice job by them keeping the puck down there. Get another offensive zone face-off.
Face-off to the stick side of Cyclone goaltender. Cyclones send it back, and Capitals pick it off at the point. Centering pass out front, and got tied up in the skates of Webb. Capitals keep it in by Noga. Sent over to the far side, and the Cyclones chip it out, and that's going to be icing on the Cyclones. 2:12 left in the third period. Face-off to the stick side of Cyclone goaltender. Webb with the face-off. Out there with Davison and Noga. Wiersma and Myers. Capitals win the face-off. Draw it on the far side. Cyclones pick it up. They bring it up. Try to get around Myers. Nice poke check by Myers. And the Capitals back check it back the other way. Up to the near boards to Noga. Noga to Wiersma. Loose at the blue line. Capitals had to touch up. It was delayed offsides. And the Cyclones able to bring it up. Down into the Capitals in the ring. Oh, hard hit by Myers. Loose puck on the side of the net, and Noe comes up big for the Capitals.
And that's good to see. You know, Myers stepping up and taking the body there, taking that guy out of the play. That's the way to do it.
Yep, and it was clean and legal. The kid hit the ice hard, but he had his head down, and Myers just came in and played the puck, played the body, and took the puck away from him. So that's what it's all about. Shot on net, saved by Noe. We'll be shutting down the JV game after the handshake. Firing up for the varsity game. Varsity game will start after the warm-up, 10-minute warm-ups and a scrape. Capitals win the face-off, draw it up to Baxter. Baxter brings it down into the Cyclones into the rink. So, centering pass over to Tanner Gay. Couldn't quite get to it. Gay with it down below the goal line. And the Cyclones coming up on the half boards, up through center ice. Try to get around Mazlikowski. Couldn't quite do it. Right out front, shot saved by Noe. And Noe getting some action late in the third period. Just under 52 seconds remaining in the period. The Capitals have it now. Up to Adams. Adams tried to split the D. And come in offsides barely as Adams tried to get a stop there. And
did a little pirouette trying to stay outside.
Maybe I sharpened his skates a little too sharp. Cooper with the face-off. Capitals win the face-off but lose it to the Cyclones. Cyclones bring it up through the neutral zone. Picked off by Cooper for the Capitals. All the way down into the Cyclones into the rink, and offsides, Capitals come. 26.6 seconds remaining in the third period.
You know, I will say this: a vastly improved Ames team from
Yeah.
what I've seen. I mean,
Yep.
you know,
New hockey coach, new coach for the Cyclones,
Yeah.
and he's made some improvements to this team, and the record doesn't show for it, but they are playing fundamental hockey, and looks like they're doing the right thing. So
yeah, no, I agree. They look far and away a better club than.
face off to the glove side of the Cyclone goaltender.
They
Back
got a
out to the point.
Very young team.
Yep. That's pretty much going to do it for the third period, and going to get on net. That's going to do it. Capitals with a win today, 3-0 win. Go on a, what did I say, 4-game win streak?
Yep, 5-1.
So back in action next Friday night, 9 o'clock p.m. for the JV team up in Ames, so a rematch between these two teams. All right, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Rob and I will be back with first period action here for the varsity in about 30 minutes. Thanks for listening to Moines Capitals Hockey.